Hello everybody, my name is Alamaki Daniel. I am a digital content strategist and also I'm an entrepreneur. Today we'll be talking about entrepreneurs, the different types of entrepreneurs and different categories, and please make sure you subscribe to this channel and also share these videos to your friends. Thank you. So, welcome back. Today we'll be discussing the different types of entrepreneurs, and this will help us know which category we fall into and how to improve ourselves and our businesses, and of course make money. What entrepreneur is not actually a new thing among students or youths, but the question that keeps ringing in everybody's mind is that how do I improve myself? How do I make money? How do I align myself? How do I be like all these big billionaires and millionaires that actually Africans or Nigerians, or how to be that unique brand that every other person would want to align themselves to. So today we are going to be talking about mainly entrepreneurs, how to align yourself, how to identify who you are, and how you can actually go about it. So the first type of entrepreneur we're going to be talking about today is the innovative entrepreneur. The innovative entrepreneur is just a type of entrepreneur that actually creates opportunities for themselves. They create the market. They see something that needs to be touched, and they go for it and make sure that thing is actually touched by their own methods, by their own means, and by their own rules. Now, this type of entrepreneurs has a whole lot of advantages. Like it's almost like the best type of entrepreneur. But an innovative entrepreneur, you actually set the rules yourself. You get the glory of all the success in the business. Like for instance, now the creator of Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg, is like the biggest thing in social media in terms of chatting and stuff. So he took credit. It's actually taking credit for the creation of Facebook and the success of it, and he makes the rules. Like, think about it. Like, you cannot do anything on Facebook or any other social media platform. They are going to that is a replica of Facebook without going by the rules attached to Facebook. Facebook can tell you that tomorrow having a chat button is unnecessary, and trust me, anybody going into a platform like Facebook would definitely remove the chat button from his or her platform. Now, this is very good. And funny enough, there's one thing that is actually unique to this type of entrepreneurs. They face minimal competitions. Take for instance, now you sell donuts now, and nobody ever thought about selling donuts. You start selling donuts. When you start, you're not going to be facing like 15,000 people or 20,000 people that make the same donuts. You're going to be facing practically nobody, except so some people copied you when they saw the donut business is actually selling, and they start joining with you. That's like 5 of you, 6 of you. Now at the beginning, you're not competing with anybody. You're just going at your own pace. You're going very fast or very slow. Now, compared to a business like selling donuts that everybody sells, you have a lot of things to look at. Some people are going to sell bigger things than you. Some people are going to sell tastier donuts. Some people are going to sell creamier donuts. Some people are going to sell different flavors, and you have to deal with all these things. Now, think about it. It has disadvantages too. Like, you can't say it is just the best and we just leave it as it is. But one disadvantage is you will need a lot of capital. Like, this is one thing that actually discourages a lot of people from being an innovative entrepreneur. Like, you need to buy a lot of things. You need to buy a lot of tools. You need to upgrade yourself. You need to give that quality that you actually have in mind to give. Like, you don't want to give the regular things that people are, and you find out that this is actually a problem that you actually need to provide a solution to. So it requires a whole lot of capital. Number 2, you often face resistance from shareholders. Well, how do I explain this? When we say resistance from shareholders, like a lot of people would want to discourage you, like, why are you doing this? This is not going to make money. This is not going to make sense. And you'll be like, this thing will make sense. You try to convince them. Like, a lot of people will discourage you. Like, trust me, they'll tell you this is not going to make sense. This thing is going to why are you doing this thing? Like, but then you have to just put your mind to it and know, okay, this thing is going to make sense for me, because I know it will make sense, because I am trying to provide a solution. Look at all these innovative entrepreneurs, they all provide solutions. Like, that's the benchmark for being an innovative entrepreneur. You create solutions. You tell people, okay, you guys don't have water to drink. Oh, I have a creation that you can actually, just dig the floor and you get a well, and you see water, ta-da, and you're a very, very innovative entrepreneur. I'm just giving that scenario. It's just odd. One of the disadvantages, the time for success is longer. Now think of it, when did Facebook start and how did Facebook grow? Like, you realize that it did not take him 2 days or 3 days or a month or even a year to move from 0 to like the biggest in the world. So it takes a whole lot of time to be able to eat that specific success they're actually aiming at. So that's it. About the researcher entrepreneur, this type of entrepreneurs are the ones that they make good researches about things, and they take it to a whole new level. Like, include research, like everybody does research before entering a job and stuff, but this ones take it to a whole new level. Like, they try to create this perfect business plan, this perfect financial plan that would guide them throughout the entire processes. They make sure they understand the system, they understand the market, they understand how people would react to it. They base their analysis on, and their responses on, facts and figures rather than intuition. Now, it's not all of them that base it on facts and intuition, but on facts and figures, but most of them, like, that's basically what they do. And okay, it's quite fine to do your research and know the facts and stuff, but there's sometimes that your gut just tell you what to do, and you just do it, and you end up finding that you got actually the exact thing that you were supposed to do. Now, do not misquote me here. I did not say you should rely on your gut. I am saying you don't put all your focus on, you want to let me just rely on facts and figures and just ignore my intuition. So these are these kind of people, and the bad habit of picking too much researchers. And for this type of entrepreneur, the researcher entrepreneur, they feel like there is no room for mistakes. Like, you don't want to make mistakes. Like, why should I make mistakes? Like, no mistakes. Like, I can't make mistakes. I am not permitted to make mistakes. Okay, I think I would say myself I think I am a very, very good example of a researcher entrepreneur. Like, I have always been a good example until recently that I changed when I started reading. And I realized that when I want to drop content, I want my content to be perfect. I want a situation whereby I would have 0 or let's say 1% or 5% errors in my content. So I've been drawing back most of the content I'm actually supposed to drop. Like, for instance, now I had this project I was supposed to do, and it was not actually going on well, and I had to say, you know what, let me chill till I have enough capital to sponsor it, like drop like 200k and to be perfect. But I also realized later that the project I've been doing so far and actually have been turning up, I actually did not plan it to be perfect. So I didn't pay attention to the fact that I'm actually a researcher entrepreneur, that I had issues with that part until I started reading. Now, this type of entrepreneurs are also called skeptical entrepreneurs. Like, oh Jesus, what do I do? How do I do it? Advantages of a researcher entrepreneur. Okay, so here's one of the advantages. They write out detailed plans for their business and for their finances and everything. Like, it's always so detailed because they want it to be perfect, so they make sure everything goes according to the book. Now, here's another one. They would not start until they feel they've known enough information about the market. Like, they've known, like, okay, you know what, if you take a right step, I already know you took a right step without being with you. That's that kind of person they are. Like, that's their category. They want to be like all knowing and stuff. Now, another one advantage is the fact that they go more with facts rather than gut feeling. Like, when the mind tells you, oh, just put your inside fire, it will not. But when the facts and figures tells them, oh, if you put your inside fire, and you hold your breath to not burn you, they would actually try it. Like, yes, and this is the most important part about researchers and entrepreneurs. They minimize the risk in failing. Like, it will hardly fail. It's going by the book. Like, it will hardly fail, like, except for special instances whereby things don't go according to plans and stuff, and something happens. Like, for instance, now you're building a house and you have a foundation and everything, you have everything, and then suddenly in your plan you did not put flood, and flood happened and the water carried your house away. That one is not it happened. But at least if there was no flood, your house would have come out like in 3 months, but the flood happened and it's shipped in 6 months. But still, they will still make another research that would enable them to acquire what you're supposed to acquire. Okay, so here's one disadvantage that actually affects a whole lot of entrepreneurs, like a whole lot of research entrepreneurs. Like, they typically move slowly. Like, their growth is very, very slow, because like, they take too much time thinking, taking too much time researching, taking too much time reading this, reading that, talking to this person and stuff. So it took too much time to actually get what they're supposed to get, to actually push to what they were supposed to. Yes, they don't like risk, like they hate risks, and it hampers the progress of any beginner venture. Like, you're a startup, for crying out loud, and you do not like risk. Like, that thing is like this. It's terrible, like out of it, like correct. So it's quite out of it. Okay, the next one is I don't know how to say, but we call them the hustlers entrepreneurs. Sometimes some people say they're jack of all trades, some people say sometimes they're like serial entrepreneurs, but trust me, they're like totally different from these two types of entrepreneurs. Like, they just sell things. Like, I think it's common among university students. They do this money importation thing, sell clothes, sell shoes, sell bags, sell dry cleaner wares, sell soap, sell shoe. In fact, they've come to supermarket. This is kind of entrepreneurs that we're talking about. They do as many things as possible just to make money.